Hi, hello. Welcome to Yoke Stuck English. Thank you so much for supporting my videos. I know a lot of people are getting good information from my channel related to the US immigration and the other immigrations and visitor visas. And I'm even given a B1, B2 visa interview questions. And there are a lot of information that you are getting. You're all watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. So kindly help me to grow my channel by subscribing. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up so that this video will reach many other audience who need desperate information. Okay, let's get into the topic. So a lot of parents, first time flyers, and there were so many people that having a trouble at the middle of their journey that they realized they need a transit visa if they want to cross to another airport within the country or in a different country. So then they'll have to spend a lot of time in the airport, and the flight the actual flight that they have to take is gone, and then you have to book another flight, and there are so much expenses. So I will tell you exactly why we need a transit visa and what does it mean. So let's say if you are traveling to America from Delhi, so you're taking a flight Delhi to Dubai, Dubai to Chicago, right? If you are not coming out of the airport in Dubai, means you do not require any transit visa, anything. So you will take a boarding pass, you will collect your boarding pass from Delhi, you change your flight in Dubai, you are staying inside the airport and connecting to another plane. So some cases what happens, if you are traveling to America through Europe, for example, if you take it as a Germany, Frankfurt airport, you started your journey from Delhi to Germany Frankfurt airport. In Germany, there is another airport. Some flights will leave from some airport and some flights will leave from another airport. You have to take the connecting flight from another airport. That is where you need transit visa. Means you are transiting to the country, inside the country. You're stepping into the another country, means you need a visa. So that is because you are coming out of the airport and going to another airport, and driving through that means maybe you might be going in a cab or airport people will drive you, or either way, to come out of the country you need a transit visa. A lot of people don't realize that they need this transit visa because when they book their tickets, they just simply rely on agents to book the tickets. These agents sometimes don't tell you that where your flights are starting, where your flights are going. So they will tell you Delhi to America, Delhi to Chicago, Hyderabad to Chicago, Hyderabad to Texas, Hyderabad to New York, something like that. They will tell you. What you have to do is first where you are starting and where that flight lands, check the airport name, and next connecting flight where it is starting and where it is landing. If the connecting flight is not from the same airport, then you must need a transit visa to switch to airports. I will give you an example. In London, we have two international airports. One is a Heathrow and other one is a Gatwick. If you have taken a flight from Hyderabad to London Heathrow, which is a British Airways, but you are taking a flight to Chicago or a New York from a Gatwick airport. So now what you have to do, you have to come out of the London Heathrow airport and then you have to go to London Gatwick airport via the road. There is no connection inside because the travel distance between these two airports roughly about 50 miles or 30 miles or 40 miles or whatever it is. So means you are coming out of the airport. So that is where you need the transit visa. If your ticket is from Heathrow and from Gatwick airport, then you have to request British Embassy to give you a transit visa, so that if that 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours, so a change of layover time, that you can cross this airport and getting into the another airport. So you come out, you'll pick up your luggage and then you go to the other airport. And this transit visa also can be used as, like, if you are going to visit a couple of countries, like few other countries, like in Europe, for example, you're going to Germany, or let's say you're going to Switzerland. but you want to visit France. If you are taking a flight from Bombay to Paris, from Paris to Switzerland, but if you want to stay a couple of days in Paris, then you want to see the Paris, then you wanted to go to Switzerland. So then again, you can take a transit visa. This is kind of a switch over, means like a transfer. So you can take transit visa, and that may give you, once you come out of the airport, they will give you like, how many days you can stay. So you come out, and then if you want to spend a day or two, then you take another plane. Sometimes if you don't get the connecting flight on the same day, so what you can do is take a transit visa, come out of the airport, take a hotel, stay in the hotel, then next day you come back and take your flight from the same airport. Instead of you staying in the airport for a couple of days, you can take a hotel and stay in outside. So that is the reason transit visa. The main thing is like to come out of the airport. If you are staying internally in the same airport, then you do not need any transit visa. Lot of people don't realize their ticketing system until they started traveling. So when they landed up at Germany or France or Switzerland or somewhere, that they realized that they need a transit visa. Also, some of the European countries require a transit visa even just to land. So there is a country, Sweden, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but if you are taking a flight through UK, even just to land, though you are staying inside the airport, you need a transit visa. So you have to check this before you take a plane. Ticket agent will directly book the tickets, or if you are booking online, that does not tell you that you need a transit visa. A lot of people don't realize, they will only think about the starting destination, starting place where they are leaving, and their destination where they are landing. In between, if you are switching, sometimes you may switch 2 or 3 flights. You don't know that flight is exactly starting from the same airport that where you landed. That may be different airport. So that is the reason transit visa is required. So a lot of people stuck, and they then go to the counter, they then pay the money. If you are paying the money in your own country, that you will pay in a currency. But if you are taking a transit visa in an airport, you have to stand up in a line, take a transit visa, then they will charge you currency converter fees. That they're a bit of a money loss, right? Isn't it? So they will convert your money into their own currency. Then the time is also lost. In case if you lose your flight in the other side, then you have to book another flight, you have to pay, because that's your mistake. It's not airline mistake. So you have to pay for another airlines if you have to book another ticket. So that's exactly the transit visa means. If any of you have any questions about this transit visa, please mention in the comment. I can give you my answer for that. If you like this video, kindly share, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.